All right. Hello and welcome to another Nordic Takedown podcast. This is episode 80, the Oslo PQ. And you're listening to I'm So Humble. And today I'm here with Jonah.
Hello. Good to be back.
Yeah, good to have you. And nice to do a pod together again.
Yeah, it's been a long time since it was just the two of us, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. It's just been a long time since we were on the pod even together. If you exclude our like small joint efforts in the Malmö game week when we were on the stream uh,
Yeah.
very briefly together. This is the Oslo PQ episode, so this will be mainly focusing on that because both you and I attended, and together
Yeah.
with like a big portion of Swedes and Norwegians at the event. But first, we're gonna do some. It's not breaking news, but some news talking about the regionals and sectors
Yeah.
that has come out. So basically, like for us Europeans, we have two events for this set after the Galactics because it was also on this set. We have the regional qualifiers in Bilbao and the sector qualifiers in Munich, and the tickets went on sale like yesterday with the Munich one and today with the Bilbao. So starting with the Munich one, there was a small problem or not a problem, depends on how you look at it. The tickets sold out. 512 tickets sold out in less than 2 hours. Whoa. What do you think about
Yeah.
that?
Yes, I heard some rumors even saying like 10 minutes. It was wild. I had gotten a tip from somebody, I don't know, probably in the Nordic Takedown Discord, that said like, okay, these German events usually sell out really quick. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
actually, now I remember, it was Jeff, the only Danish
The only
player that showed
Dane.
up to Oslo. He said like, yeah, the Oslo PQ, no, the German PQs and events there, they sell out really quick.
Yeah.
So make sure you get your tickets. And I did get one, but sadly, many of my friends that planned to go did not. So I think the only other Norwegian that got a ticket was Kenneth, the winner of Oslo PQ. Spoiler alert.
A big spoiler, but yeah. Yeah, it's
So I guess it's good for the game. It shows the popularity, but it's also kind of sucks that a lot of people that want to go can't.
yeah, I think me and Victor was discussing it maybe on the pod. He thought there was going to be a lot more pressure on Bilbao, and I was like, I really think Munich is going to have some pressure. I didn't think it was going to sell out in 2 hours by any means. I got my ticket as well. I was actually booking it right away. Not necessarily because I thought it was going to sell out that quick, but just to have not forget it. And I know some people are really mad because they've already booked the plane tickets and didn't get like a ticket to the event. Obviously, I feel like that's the other ones didn't sell out that fast, but it's still
It's a bit
your own
risky.
risk to, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, to buy a ticket, buy a plane ticket to an event you haven't gotten a ticket to, which also was announced that it was going to be 512 tickets. That is FFG or Asmodee that made that
Yeah.
rule setting. So it's not OP really,
Yeah.
and they announced it a day earlier, or that the event's going to be live at this hour.
Yeah.
So or do you think that people have the right to be mad or at OP or FFG, or like was this
No.
weird?
No, I don't. I think it's completely natural that popular things sell out. I guess maybe it could be more than 24 hours as a warning for when the tickets will go on sale. I don't know if it was exactly 24 hours or when it was announced, but
It was not a week at least.
yeah. If people really, really want to go and have already gotten their tickets, they should stay updated on news about the event by joining a Discord or whatnot. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like it's fair.
yeah. I think there was fair play rules for everyone. It wasn't like they had some early tickets or something. I
Yeah.
guess what happened was probably they had these VIP tickets that some people would just had to buy because the normal ones ran out or something.
No. It wasn't the case. The
Okay,
VIP ran out first.
okay, they ran out first. Okay, that
Yeah.
is all. That is all fine.
Yeah.
Um, I think, as you said, this is really healthy for the game. Maybe they did a miscalculation about like how popular Munich would be as a location because it's so easy to get to.
Yeah.
But looking back at the other sectors from last set, there was only Milan that got over 500. Uh,
Yeah.
the rest were like around 400 to 500. So there, in their head, I would assume that they said 512. That's probably a very reasonable amount
Yeah.
to go. That's also why like the regionals are like 1024 or something like that,
Yeah.
because we maximum had 860 at Lille.
Yeah.
Um, but I guess the big lesson here is like in the central of Europe where it's easy to travel, like they have a lot more Star Wars players or like interested
Yeah.
guys to go to these events, which is really cool. The game
Yeah.
is more popular than they thought, I guess.
Yeah.
Once again,
Yeah. So I'm positive.
yep, me too. I hope that like there will be some people refunding probably that bought
Yeah.
early and can't.
Yeah.
So there might become a wait list, something like that. So everyone
Yeah.
that didn't get a ticket or something like that should probably just get in touch with OP and tell your story. If if this event hall could host more, I don't see why they wouldn't increase it.
Hmm.
But if it's
It would
already
increase
like
the number of rounds needed,
yeah,
though.
I probably only with one round,
Yeah.
probably. But since it's such a high demand. But if this hall is booked for the number of players, it's obviously nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, good for the game that so many wants to go, and
Yeah.
it looks like Bilbao was quite popular as well. Uh,
Yeah. I just went on the website and I can't find tickets and packages. It says coming soon.
yeah, it was supposed to. I actually went out today at 6 our time, and the
Okay.
site crashed.
Oh, so they reverted it, maybe delayed the.
Yeah, uh, as I understand, nobody got to a ticket. Like
Okay.
probably no one got a confirmation or something like that,
Yeah.
or was able to pay. Maybe people panicked because of the Munich thing, and like
Yeah.
we need to be spot on, even though this is like twice the amount.
Yeah.
Um, and in a bit more awkward spot, but we also have seen like huge tournaments in both Spain and France, and
Yeah. And I've
uh,
heard Bilbao is a very beautiful city.
yeah.
Another
Um,
reason to go.
so we'll see. I have permission to go, but I don't think I will go. We'll see.
Yeah.
Um,
For me, it sucks a little bit that Munich is so late in the set.
yeah,
And I've heard it's also the same time as pre-release weekend. So at that point, at least my community will be very focused on new cards
yeah.
and maybe not as motivated to play Legends of the Force.
And for me, who doesn't really care that much about pre-releases, I think it's really fun to have something in the end to actually look forward to. Even
Yeah.
though right now I'm not super enjoying this meta, but in general,
Yeah.
I think it's nice to have something. And we have a late PQ in Sweden as well, so we have a lot
Yeah.
we Nordic peoples to play for.
Yeah.
Um,
Remind me, that's like end of October,
18th of October is
18th. Yeah.
the
So
Monotorsk.
2 weeks before the sector.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
1 week after the regional, so it's like boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom
Yeah.
for us Nordics if we are planning on going on all three.
Yeah.
Um, so we can also shout out the Monotorsk doing like this weekend of it. It's just not the PQ on Saturday. They are doing a Spark of Rebellion draft on the Friday evening, and then a
Cool.
Twilight of the Republic sealed on the Sunday morning, I would say.
Yeah.
Um, so it's like a 3-day event if you want to. I know the Twilight is very cheap. You don't think that you have to pay a lot to play that field. And Monotorsk is usually very very generous with prices, and the price point of the tickets for the main event is very cheap. It's like 25 euro. Uh,
What have they? released already?
Yeah, you can buy the tickets. Yeah,
Oh,
they've been up for like 2-3 weeks.
wow.
So and like it's the half the price of everyone basically that has hosted it so far in the Nordics. So it's going to be
Yeah,
very interesting to see how that one lines up for the store and for like the attendance and everything like that.
yeah.
Um,
I really want to go. I hope we will get some cars from Oslo
yep.
to bring more Norwegian players. Last time it was only me and Kenneth, I believe, Norwegian attendance at
Yeah, on
the
the
last
Cantina
Cantina
Brawl.
Brawl. Yeah,
Yep.
but Skövde is not too far away. I think it's like 4 hours from Oslo, so it's doable.
Yeah, it's something like 4.5 depending on speed.
Yeah,
um, but yeah, and they will host up to 90 players.
oh,
And if because they have room, I'm not saying it's going to be 90, but it has potential to be a big one.
yeah,
So basically, that's the news we have. It looks like the game is feeling very healthy, which is really nice for everyone
yeah,
that's invested in this. And we also had the biggest Oslo PQ so far, or Norwegian PQ, right? 36
yeah.
players. A
36.
small increase.
Yes, and it was really wholesome this time. I would say it was hosted by Outland, so basically the third store in the Oslo area that has an active community. In Oslo, we have Outland and Midgard Games, and then in Moss, it's Tabletop Battle. So Outland has I mean, they have a gaming space, but it's not too big. Um, they also have hours that maybe doesn't fit a long PQ, so they rented a place called House of Nerds, very cool
Oh,
area in Oslo,
yeah,
Vulkan, and that's basically like a gaming bar with a big basement where we set up camp.
yeah. It was quite nice. The air was good. Um, you were not at the Odense PQ, so you did not get that experience. This was like so nice in comparison. Um, Even though we were in a basement, it was really nice air. It was easy to get outside, and you were actually like really in
Yeah,
Centrum. And if you wanted, you could go and watch the pottery mess.
yeah,
There was like a exhibition, I guess, or like
yeah,
a
and the market.
market.
So
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of stuff.
So and close to food,
Yeah,
even though it's Norway and it's not that cheap.
yeah,
Uh,
it's like a fancy food court there, so a bit
yeah,
pricey.
but it was nice. And the event was running smoothly. You got the stream up very well. I guess there was some small issues with the stream.
Yes, if you watch the stream back, you'll see the feed died in the first match because while I was setting up the PC, I went to check the power settings so my screen wouldn't time out or
Yeah.
like go to sleep, right? But the Windows settings didn't work for that time. It just spun, and then I got distracted. And I was like, okay, I'll fix it later, and I forgot. And then when Victor notified me, I had to actually restart the computer in order to change it. And then I had like a really big panic moment because it said like Windows update 20 minutes or something.
Oh,
But luckily, I could still pick the option to not do the Windows update. So,
okay. Ooh.
yeah. And after that, everything went smoothly except for that the Wi-Fi fell out at one point. So I just swapped to hotspot and that worked.
That's nice. That's nice. I haven't been able to get around to watch any of the games yet. It's been completely full. I usually do it on the
Yeah.
car home, but I don't have this thing to put it on anymore
Yeah.
because or anymore. It was my sister's when I borrowed her car, so I've never had it. But and also it was like 3 people in the car on the way
Yeah.
home, so it was nicer to talk than listen to Victor.
Yeah.
Sorry, Victor. Uh,
I watched a little bit of the Top Cut games, and that was quite fun. Seeing Loopy, Ian, and Victor just have fun and cast together.
yeah. So that went well. How did your run go, Jonah? What did you play?
So, good question. I basically just built a deck the day before. I have not been playing much in Legends of the Force. I've been quite busy with moving and stuff. So I picked up the Han for Tarkentown right before Malmö because I
Hmm.
wanted to play something fun and aggressive. And then for Oslo, I wanted to go back to Anakin.
Yeah.
So I went, of course, to Discord, looked at the very long thread there at lists people have been sending, insight tips, and I built my 60 cards. I thought there wouldn't be much space aggro in Oslo because I know the local meta a little bit. So I did not respect that. I had the starfighters in the side, only 2 open fires, and yeah, no other tech for space aggro. And I got a little bit punished for it because in my first 2 rounds, I faced Boba Data Vault, where those cards would also be valuable, even though it's
Yeah.
not as important as against the Vader or a Hunt for Tarkentown or something like that. But I lost 4 games in a row. So I lost 2-0 twice against Boba Data Vault. It was like a really brutal start for me in the morning there. And they ramped, and I tried to just deal with everything they played in space, but I could never kind of catch up on damage and was always on the back foot. And then when the Devastators come, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore.
Can't deal with another one.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I still felt like I had some chances. I had some tools. I could force throw myself, I could entrench, I could fang fighter, and so forth. But I definitely had very, very bad chances game 1 because of the way I built my sideboard.
yeah.
However, after that, I managed to submarine completely and end 4-2. So I was quite happy with that. Ended 10th seed in total. So I, of course, did not expect to make top cut when I lost my first 2 games because then tiebreakers are generally not in your favor.
No.
But still, it was fun just playing with the deck. The deck felt really, really good. It felt strong. It felt like it had a clear game plan. It was fun to play, and I never really felt like I couldn't put up a fight. So that was cool. Nice to be back on Anakin. And something really, really cool happened after the 6 rounds because since a lot of us hadn't made top cuts, we played a draft.
Yep.
And that morning or the day before, I had borrowed 2 Anakins from you.
Yes.
One normal Anakin, champion
Yeah.
of Mortis, and one
Hmm.
hyperspace. So I had those in my deck, and I had to return them, of course, because they were borrowed.
Yeah.
But in the draft, I managed in 3 packs to open one hyperspace Anakin and one normal Anakin.
Yeah.
So it's basically like the universe gave me exactly what cards I needed.
To
They were
keep playing
literally the cards I
Anakin.
had borrowed.
Yeah. That was sick. And do you want to tell how the draft went?
Yeah, I did not have the best Snoke deck, so I
Yeah.
ended up 1-2.
Yeah. But you won out for sure.
Yeah,
We didn't play for any prize pool anyway, so it was
yeah,
definitely a win. But
yeah,
yeah, the 4-2, respectable score. It's just, of course, a bit boring when you lose the first 2 and know you're out.
yeah. But I wasn't too happy about losing to those players. They played really well. The first one was Sindre Trikketra, I think, on Discord. He's a
Mm,
Norwegian player and did quite well in the last PQ in Moss. Also played Boba Data Vault, and this time he ended up second place. So that was really cool to see him do so well. Some really interesting games on stream. I think he also got in the top cut. And the other player was a friend of Tobias, Joel,
oh, yeah,
a former Magic player, I think. So he also did really well. Well, I wasn't too upset losing to him.
yeah. It was part of the Swedish delegation.
Yes.
um, so yeah, talking about that, like for us, we're like 7 Swedes
Yeah.
coming over, crashing your parents' house.
Oh yeah.
They are just suddenly out of town every time Jonah wants to have a party of Svoo.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
so
this time it actually lined up perfectly because they had their wedding anniversary.
yep.
So they had like already an excuse to go somewhere. And yeah, it was great hosting all of you.
Yeah, so we took two cars, basically, like over. Played a little bit on Friday evening. Not you, Jonah, because you go to bed early. Uh,
I did play. I played
oh
Caleb.
yeah, that's true.
And,
Yeah, because Caleb came early with the flight,
yeah.
uh, and then we played some Twin Sons later on the Saturday and stuff. We'll talk more about that maybe later.
Yeah.
But the Swedish delegation did not do very well. Uh,
No.
we got one player to top 8, wasn't me. Um, and we had two players having a chance, I guess, for the last round.
Yeah.
Uh, but it ended up 3-3 instead of 4-2, and both of their opponents went in. And of course, Caleb that ended 9th.
Yeah.
So, like, a poor showing for us. And even though Jonah actually started 0-2, which is supposed to be very bad tiebreakers, he was not the worst 4-2 at the event. That was me. My tiebreaker was awful. I was playing Quinlan Tarketown because everyone has been bragging about that I should like just play it, and I have been constantly saying it's a bit overrated, it's not really working, and I was like, nothing's working anyway, so let's
Yeah.
play it and let's see if people are right or if I'm right. I think I'm right. It didn't work, just like anything else haven't worked. Um,
Have you
so
played Hound 2 Blue yet?
I've played it online and it's not
Okay.
doing hot for me.
Okay. Okay.
But I think that deck is actually really, really strong.
Yeah.
It's probably the strongest deck.
Yeah.
It's not as easy to play as Boba Data Vault, but it's a bit stronger. I would
Yeah.
say. But I ended up losing game 1 to a Han for blue, just
Yeah.
flipping pilot leaders. And the problem for the deck was he flipped to both times on a Falcon, which means his leader gets 8 HP, and Quinlan, when he force throws himself, can only do 7 with a Han,
Yeah.
unless you are playing Crate or something in the main deck, which I'm not.
Yeah.
Which meant that I could not like instantly deal with a leader flip, and it took like way too much damage. I also
Yeah.
did what you did, put quite a lot of disrespect into the space.
Yeah.
So I had that inside. So the first game I lost very hard. Second game, it was a like pretty nasty top deck with You're My Only Hope getting the capture ship, taking my red 5.
Oh.
When I was supposed to clear his whole board, and they just lost instead.
Mm.
So that was rough. Then I got to get 2 wins, go up to 2-1. Then I got to play Hunt 2 Blue, which is a solid matchup, unless he starts with Grogu. And he started Grogu 2 out of 3 times. And I
Yeah.
lost 2-1.
So difficult dealing with
Yeah.
something that's 4 HP that you can't ping and that can heal or kill anything next
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, Quinlan has like 2 lines into a Grogu. It's either if you go first and have a hotshot, then you can kill it,
Yeah.
because you open hotshot, or you have to not play when he plays something and just go, what's it called, open
Initiative.
fire, and
Oh.
then play a 3-drop next turn, on turn 4. Like, so you're basically playing 1 unit in the first 3 turns, and that's basically it's super doomed.
Yeah.
It doesn't work, but that's
Isn't there like the third line where you Tarkin Town?
I meant Tarkin. Oh yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I meant Tarkin Town into a 3-drop. Sorry,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Open fire is not good.
Yeah.
I didn't even run it, so it's not an option.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Misspoke. That's why it
Yeah.
sounded really bad with fourth round.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
But
because then they will get initiative, but they
yeah,
can't heal Grogu unless they can damage something.
yeah.
So
So
then you get to play a 3 cost and ping.
yeah, the problem with it is, so you need to do it on, you need to do the Tarkin town on turn one, because otherwise he will have the initiative to play like a new unit that he can move the Grogu damage to that unit, and that would
Yeah,
be really bad.
yeah,
But the only good way is you go first, get the 2-drop and a hot shot. That's the way you kill it, and then you can win the game. Um,
yeah,
so that didn't happen, so I lost. And then that was 2-2, and that's also kind of over in the system.
yeah,
With the, we have talked about the intentional draws, and it's usually only, with this number of players, it's usually one, maybe two spots open in the last round. And with our tiebreakers, very very hard to get in.
yeah,
But also ended up 4-2 in the end. Um, but yeah, not super satisfied.
yeah,
But I guess the only thing, like I played Radar Vault in Malmö. I think I would probably have won against the Han 4 with that deck.
yeah,
So that's the only difference. I feel like maybe on the opponents that I faced, it would have been better to play Ray, because if Han 2 is gonna play two Grogus anyway, Quinlan still loses. So I would still lose that with Ray or Quinlan apparently. So it didn't matter. Uh,
yeah.
and one loss is okay. But there was multiple Han 2 blue players in this tournament, so I think it was correct to
To
come
bring
with
it.
Quinlan.
Yeah,
It was just the matchups just didn't line up at the end of the day.
yeah,
So looking at the top eights, what did get in,
yeah. We can
Jonah?
go through. I don't know if the seeds that we have here. I mean, we can might as well do them. These are what happened after Top Cut was played.
Mm-hmm.
So starting on the bottom, the top 8 players are Alan on his Obi-Wan blue,
Yep.
and this is Obi-Wan from Twilight of the
Republic.
Republic.
Yeah.
And then we had Niklas on Iden Data Vault. We had Kostas, the last Norwegian PQ winner, on his signature Palpatine yellow. And then Jesper, one of the best Norwegian players, he made day 3 at the Galactics on Han 2 blue. He got knocked out by Steinar on Vader yellow. I think the only Vader yellow.
At the event. Yeah.
Yeah. So that seemed like a pretty good deck to play. I don't know if people.
Yeah, if people are not people are not really respecting it as much anymore, like
Yeah,
before.
because people are saying like, okay, Vader has been kind of overtaken by Boba Data Vault. So
Yeah, and like around Galactics times and a bit after that, everyone was just putting in 2 or 3 bombing rounds in the sideboard,
yeah,
just for that matchup. And some deck even ran like even more, like Anakin having the Jedi starfighters and stuff. It's
yeah,
just been really hard for Vader to actually win 2 games in a best of 3.
yeah,
So I think people have moved away from it. But since they have moved away from it, people have starting to remove bombing rounds from the list, and then maybe
yeah,
it's getting a little bit better. Yeah,
yeah. And then the other top 4 player was Jonathan on uh,
his
Cad.
signature.
Yeah, Cad Bane Tarkentown. So we can see a lot of Norwegian players that perform really well here are sticking to their main decks.
Yeah,
Jonathan also made top 4 in Malmö.
and top 4 in your last PQ.
Yes.
He's been and top 8 before that in the other
Yeah.
Oslo. So
It's very good results. And funnily enough, we have the winner of the tournament also usually playing the same deck, but Kenneth decided this time to not play Quinlan.
yeah,
Even the judge said this in the event, like, "Oh, Quinlan just won,"
yeah,
and we were like, "Huh?"
yeah,
And it was because he was referring to Kenneth as Quinlan almost.
yeah.
So in the final, we had Sindre on Boba Data Vault against Kenneth on Hound 2 Blue.
Yeah, and a very meta final, I
Yeah,
would say. Even though the top eight is very diverse, like
yeah,
we have the OB Blue, which is it's a Norwegian thing now we can say, or Alan thing, I guess.
yeah,
But also with a pulp splashed in, we have a Vader. Cad Bane
yeah,
is not seen everywhere, so it's a
yeah,
very diverse. Even though the final became very, I would say, traditional right now for this set. Um,
yeah, yeah,
and a very tough matchup for Trictiera to actually win because
yeah. It's kind of cool to see only one duplicate in the top eight, like 7 unique leader and base combinations.
yeah,
And I would say for the whole event, it was pretty varied.
yeah. I think the only thing was like the 5 Hantu Blue, and then I
Yeah,
think maybe I'm not sure if there
3
was
Boba Data
anything.
Vaults.
Was it 3? Yeah,
Yeah,
and then it's
and
just two
some
offs, right?
Quinlans. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw one
maybe.
Quinlan at least.
Yeah,
Maybe it was
maybe
one
just 2.
more.
Yeah,
Um, and then there was only one Sabine because Kevin decided to go Kazuda.
yeah,
Didn't work out for him. He lost in the last one with 1 or 2 Talsin, I think.
yeah.
Just didn't make it. And I'm not sure what I saw more. Oh, I think there was like 3 Kanan lists.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it didn't perform that well, but I
Yeah.
think I'm
2
not sure
Kanan
if
Blue and 1 Kanan Red Force, I
yeah.
think. I think it's pretty cool, and it might be because of Alan's double blue propagandas in
In Norway.
Norway
Yeah,
have
people see
attracted
it
some people
works.
to it. Yeah,
Um, but what would you say? Like so, still so open and like it feels like the Norwegians are not necessarily meta slaves because there is also some
yeah.
you the most
I
like
think
to put something weird in the decks as well.
yeah, I think people like to tweak and figure out what they like to play, but at least the Oslo community is very competitive. They definitely pick up the strong decks.
Yeah,
But we also had a big showing, as we did last time, from the community in Porsgrunn. And that community is very different to the Oslo one. They basically just build their own decks and play more like off meta stuff
yeah,
with a more casual vibe, I think. I haven't been to any of the events there, but that's the impression I've gotten. And it's really friendly and nice people. So they often bring some other stuff that's not necessarily the most popular leader and base.
yeah. And we also had like a shout out to Jeff, of course. Then the only Dane
Yeah,
was playing Jonah's Thrawn deck, and we also
yeah,
had Tobias playing that. So we had 2 copycats of Jonas.
yeah. I
uh,
think Jeff had some changes, but
okay,
it was based on it. Yeah,
based on it at least. I know Tobias did have it card for card. He said,
yeah, yeah,
um, so that's cool that people are picking it up, and
yeah,
see where that goes from here. Even
yeah.
though it wasn't a huge success for the event with it, but
But it looked pretty good when you played when Jonas played top 4 or top 8 in Malmö.
yeah,
It looked like the deck actually had some pretty good chances into Hunter Blue, which we
yeah,
consider maybe being the strongest, right? So if a deck has a good matchup into that, or at least a decent one,
yeah.
then it can maybe show some promise in larger tournaments.
I agree. I agree. Um, Definitely.
But it's very hard to win against those decks if they get triple Kiadimundi and triple Force Throw themselves.
Yeah, yeah, that is really tough. Like it's, Kiadimundi is making games very weird. Like sometimes if they don't have it, you can just roll them, and then when they have it, it's like,
Yeah,
okay, tough luck
yeah.
again. Um,
I don't know if Jeff is a listener of the podcast, but I have to apologize yet again for the awful Star Wars Unlimited game we had in our second to last round, fifth round of the day. I kid you not, I played double force throw, turn 2,
Yeah,
pillage, turn 4, turn 5, and turn 6.
that is brutal.
Or yeah, directly after. So I said the wrong
Yeah.
thing, but yeah, double force throw into triple pillage. It was awful. He didn't even resource on his flip turn, so he couldn't deploy his leader on curve even. Like it was just so painful. I didn't want to do that to any person. It was I felt so bad, but
Yeah,
it was
it
like,
feels like you're
okay,
cheating,
I
but you're
have my
not.
hand. This is
Yeah,
obviously the optimal play,
yeah,
and it's a PQ, so I kind of have to do it. But
yeah,
it's I felt so bad. I've never ever played that much discard in a game of Stars Unlimited.
yeah, yeah. You were basically one fourth row from having all discard
Yeah.
in the deck.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
it's a bit dirty, and but if you had made the cut on it, that would have been one of your best games and best memories ever. I promise
Yeah.
you. Like my
It was like the
triple fourth throw in Lille, because that was on
oh
the
yeah.
win and into the top 8.
Yeah.
Then it felt a bit dirty, but still like, oh, finally, this is the luck I really need.
Yeah.
It's finally coming to me.
Yeah.
Something like that. Uh,
Yeah.
when it's like this, when it's like nobody makes it through, it's like, why did I put this guy through this? Kind of.
Yeah.
He
Exactly.
traveled to Oslo and just to get like discarded 8 cards in like, or
Yeah.
10 cards, 8 cards
But
in 4 rounds.
I don't think he would have made it either.
No, I don't think so. Just not a fun game for
Yeah.
you guys to play out, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, but overall, it was a really good like atmosphere. You think?
Yes.
Obviously, some people, me included, gets annoyed when they go out early, but that's part of the competition, right?
Yeah.
But people gathered around, and we were like, we needed to wait for the final either way because we had set up the stream.
Yeah.
So we did a draft side by side with the event. Was really fun. We did the Legends of the Force, where you got that um super draw with the Anakins that Jonathan won, and I got second, and then we had a nice hang at your place in the evening.
Yeah. But before that, you guys also played the most crazy Twin Sons game.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Seven
7
man,
players.
7 player twin sons. Uh, Very hard to see you what this like the person furthest away from you have on their like table.
Yeah.
Um, Very hard. And I blame that for Caleb winning it. But it was fun to do once. I think it's probably better to play on 4
Yeah.
than 7.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time before you get to do something. Uh, but it was really fun. To be fair,
Yeah.
having that. I don't remember what the name was that Kevin had out. That
Yeah. The Brain Invaders.
yeah, that stopped every leader ability from working, and everyone collectively was trying to make sure that Niklas couldn't flip his Palpatine.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because he was playing Chancellor Palpatine.
yeah, and
Oh.
and like we had a new player there, Joel, that that Tobias convinced to kill the leader to save the brain invaders, and he was like, but he wanted the brain invaders gone, and he
Yeah.
got to live with that like 2 or 3 times. With his Cad Bane couldn't do anything, flipped, and was a 2-8 with no raid. uh it was so like it was such a mess of a game, but it was fun to have
Yeah.
done once. But
Yeah.
but yeah,
It's an experience.
I was an experience. So we did that for sure, and the draft, and then we went home and played a draft at your place, and we played
Yeah.
some Twin Sons after that. But I don't think you joined in on the
Oh,
Twin
you
Sons.
did?
Yeah, we like
I was asleep by then.
yeah. I think uh, when did you go to bed? You did go to bed after the
After the
draft,
draft.
so that
Yeah.
was around like 11, 12,
I
12.
had a really, really nice Count Dooku deck. It had
Yeah.
so many 2 costs I could exploit with when defeated create a battle droid. And then I had 3 devastating gunships and
Hmm.
1 B2 legionnaires or something.
Yeah.
So I had
Yeah,
a strong curve going from 2 and then a 5 drop.
And you went 2-1, right? In the
Yeah.
draft? Yeah. I won it 3-0. I
Oh,
we played the house rule that the Anakin was supposed had to be an Ahsoka.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
but both me and Jonathan went to the final again, like we did in the Legends draft, and both were sitting there with our phones and took up a picture of Ahsoka because obviously we don't have the Ahsoka leader with us, and
Yeah.
like this is our leader, like
Yeah.
turning the phone around and stuff like that because both now it's tapped. It
Yeah.
says coordinate attacking with it. I have this flip phone, huge thing.
Yeah.
It was that was comical, but fun. I got Plo Koon in my deck, which was quite nasty. Uh,
Nice.
so that was fun. And then I think we played one or two Twin Suns after.
How many were you?
I think we were five or four. I'm
Yeah.
not sure because Joel wanted to go to sleep,
Yeah.
uh, and the rest of us were playing. I think,
Yeah.
so that would mean six man. We were probably six manning it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to bed like at 2 or after 2 a.m. or something. Uh, you were definitely sleeping when I arrived to our room.
Yep.
But that was super nice to do something more. Like these PQs are not like sectors and regionals where you get all these
Yeah.
side events,
Yeah.
which means that when you get the possibility to do it like that, you
Yeah.
get more of the PQ basically.
Yeah.
Uh,
Since if you have to travel a bit further where you need some accommodation,
yeah,
then why not?
I think it makes it worth a lot more than just going to just the event. Like when I went to Odense, got to go and stay at Magnus' place and play some games and eat with them the night before. Obviously,
Yeah.
that trip was too long anyway, but it would have been totally unworth if I didn't have the chance to meet up with those guys earlier.
Yeah.
So that would be like if you're wondering about if you should go, and if you maybe you're a solo or like in a group, like try to uh, get something more out of the trip if
Yeah.
it's possible.
Reach
Um,
out on the Discord. We usually have channels for upcoming events,
yeah,
so
th-
it's nice to know if other people you know are going.
yeah. Maybe you could like get the same hotels or like they are staying at
Yeah.
some place.
Or
So
go have a dinner together or something like that.
yeah, but yeah, like that's probably
Yeah, and kudos to both Outland and especially Lasse,
yeah,
doing a great job hosting.
yep,
Everything went really smoothly.
yes, and thank you, Lasse, for not deck checking me again. Uh, he's but it ran very smoothly,
Yeah,
and I think both Outland did it well, and I think Lasse is a very nice guy to talk to when it comes to these rule things and stuff like that. Very
yeah,
easy communications.
yeah,
I didn't have any rules thing this time, but I remember from the first time it was like very smooth.
yeah,
So you're very lucky to have a good judge in the Oslo area. That's
yeah.
and he that
We are.
also wants to judge like these events.
Yeah, and it was fun. Evan, the representative from Outland, he was really he was really impressed by the stream. So that
Yeah,
was cool to see like some interest for that.
yeah, it's really nice when these stores actually like think it's fun
Yeah,
that we do it and not like ah yeah sure take two tables uh, but that was nice
yeah,
and I look forward to having that going to the next PQ in Oslo or Moss. We'll see what next
yeah,
one is, but the that would be probably after Christmas, I guess.
yeah.
um, but yeah,
Or it could be some before,
yeah,
right?
maybe
We
the
don't know yet.
the new set comes first weekend in November, so
Yeah,
maybe early December
yeah,
or January, I guess.
yeah.
Either way, I look
Um,
forward to it.
yeah. And on the topic of that, I really, really like the theme of the new set.
But
Like
can you
the,
explain to me what the theme really is?
I feel like it's more like politics stuff. You have a lot characters from Coruscant. You have Andor characters. You have like senators, spies.
Yeah,
Now we've also seen a little bit of some Mandalorians with both Bo-Katan and now a new leader, the Satine.
yeah. The Bo-Katan shout out. I think that was the Swoop Racers that got
Yeah,
to
yeah,
spoil it.
that was cool. Is that their first
I
spoiler?
think so. Asmodee, FFG. How about ours? No. uh, we would really like to get spoilers at some point. Everyone reach out and say that the Nordic Takedown should get some spoilers.
Yeah, I think in time we will.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it,
But yeah,
yeah,
it's cool with the more. It's a little bit of the official package, right? A lot of
yeah,
officials, right?
yeah.
And it, would you call it like a little bit of a mix set with a little bit of everything? But like movie wise, you can pick from everything because it's more like these politicians and
Yeah, but it's. I would say. Yeah, actually, it is. It's both prequels and more Empire era.
yeah, and like pre
So
after Empire era with the Mandalorian and
yeah, true, true. Yeah, so that's cool to see. Alan has already commented on the new blue heroism leader, Satine, that has Restore 4, and it's a
yeah,
0.8. So it's going to be interesting to see if there will be any support for her to actually work. Usually, these leaders with very low power have not been good, like
no,
Navase,
yeah.
1/7 is basically does nothing.
No, even Krennic, that's a 2/7, is not playing that much anymore. Even though he
Yeah,
becomes a 3/7 as damaged.
yeah,
Uh,
it's
I think
low.
it's but the last thing we can talk about, I guess, is like the Dedra Miro, because the villains are getting another 4 deploy leader, uh,
Yeah,
which actually has the Sabine stats with the 2/5. Usually the villain 4 drops, I think, have been having 4 power, like Asajj and Kylo, which means
yeah,
they are dying to open fire,
yeah,
and like more things. Dedra here is more safe
yeah,
in a way, has a potentially crucial ability. Like if in the right position, you can like force for a resource. Either you make me draw a card, or I will kill your unit.
yeah. I guess you will only be using it when you can actually deal 2 damage to a unit that would die.
Yeah, I think so.
And in that case, you will probably get the card.
Yes, and then you turn on her ability on the flip side, which means she gets raid 2 if she has more cards than the
Yeah.
opponent.
So the question is if you will get to a point where you'll actually use the ability before you deploy. Because on 2 and 3, you probably want to play units, but on 4 resources,
Yeah,
then it's more likely that you will have a nice chance to
maybe
use
a
the
three
ability.
drop and the ping, something like that, or
Yeah.
like upgrade on her or a ping,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that. Could definitely be. I don't think you want to run Force Choke in this deck, making the opponent
No,
draw. Uh,
I feel like Daring Raid would be really good in this deck
yeah, it probably
because
is.
it fills out the curve with the her ability,
Yeah,
and you can use it first. And there's okay, I have some life left. I'll take the damage. Then you Daring Raid,
yeah,
or the opposite way. They have like they play a 3/2 in
yeah,
space.
yeah. You
You
just
use
boom.
a draw, and they're like, oh no, draw a card, and
Yeah,
then you Daring Raid.
yeah. I think that's interesting. She can be good. I'm not saying she will be, but
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
think she will be.
she has more potential just because of the stat line and potential
Yeah,
damage. And
it's fun to see more leaders that deploy early.
I think the design of her is actually like very spot on. I think she feels Deirdre from Andor.
Yeah,
Uh, a little bit terrifying.
yeah. She's like either suffer or give me info.
Yeah, yeah, exactly that. Like a little bit bent over, like to
Yeah,
intimidate. Uh,
yeah. It looks like the art is actually from when she's interrogating Bix on
yes,
on
I
North
think so.
Pole.
On Ferrix, right? Yeah.
Ferrix, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, such a good show.
Yeah. Such a shame there isn't a third season.
I heard the second season won a lot of prizes.
Makes sense. It was really good. It was really
Or
hype. I need to
yeah, awards.
rewatch it. But yeah, I think that's probably enough for today.
Yeah,
It's since we're two, it's still a lot of info. We don't have to share it with a third one that likes to talk,
yeah,
Victor and Jason. Uh,
yeah.
but
It was
yeah,
fun.
it was really fun with the Oslo event. Now we have the one last PQ left in this season for the Nordics, and we're
Yeah.
also no, sorry, we have two PQs.
No,
My
no, we have
bad. We
two.
have Finland, which we are streaming
Yeah,
apparently, and I am streaming it, casting it. So
that's gonna be cool.
that's going to be cool. So that's in 1.5 week. It's not this weekend,
Okay.
but the week after, right? 10 days.
Okay.
10 days.
Yeah.
So that would be awesome. And I guess until then, we'll see you next week. May the force be with you.
Bye bye.